responding, and they say it 1,000 times, but it's so true. You just got to kill them with niceness.
That's a good one too. I've always heard too. The best revenge is a good life, which you are leading. So that's a good one too. So
oh, have you heard Taylor's song "Mean"?
Yes. Yep.
That song is so. You listen to that if you want to deal with bullying and everything, and then listen to Who Said.
Yeah, exactly. Other artists, then bring it back to me. Maybe purchase the song on iTunes as it came out today.
No,
Maybe.
it's just Mean has gotten me through, like, she said, I was in Budapest going through a lot when I was shooting Monte Carlo. I was actually going through a hard time. And Taylor had written that song. It wasn't about me, but it was about that. And I heard it, and I was just like, I needed that. I definitely needed that.
Have you ever wanted to maybe tweet Taylor, hey, thanks for your... Well, now, I guess now she knows. Do you ever want to like thank people for? Do you get a lot of people thanking you for inspiration from your songs? Will people reach out to you? Hey, I was, you know.
It's a great feeling because music is so universal. So it's like it's so wonderful to hear that your song inspires someone, and then you get to say, well, this song inspires me to call. You can just share it. It's really fun. I love having.
You brought up Jessie J. You're a huge fan of hers. You brought up Taylor. Who else are you listening to?
Bruno Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Adele's new record is amazing.
I keep hearing people listen to that from beginning to end, and it's just like
so
an experience.
Good. Mm-hmm. It is an experience, definitely. Who else? Like J-Lo's new song.
Mm-hmm.
Totally rocking that.
On the floor?
Heck yeah.
Will we ever catch you at a stoplight before your album comes out when you're previewing tracks? Will you ever listen to your own stuff loudly in your car?
Yes.
Okay.
Because whenever, especially when I put the whole record together, I like to listen to it because that's what I tell my fans to do. I'm always like, as soon as you get, I did it with my second record. Like, as soon as you get my record, like, pop it in, listen to it full, really loud, and just dance and be ridiculous. Because that's what I love to do on stage. I look ridiculous on stage. I watch videos and I'm just bouncing around like a bunny. I don't even know what I'm doing. But I have so much fun, and that's what I want my music to be about. So I definitely listen to it loud to make sure I'm happy and feeling it.
Could it be the scenario if we like pull up to you somewhere in LA, we see some girl who looks like you wearing sunglasses, listening to your music, we're like, yeah, and you get to a light and you look over and you're like, oh my God, I'm listening to my music. Do you turn it down, or you ever feel a sense of embarrassment at a light? Oh man, I'm that person in my car cranking my own music. Okay, let's wait till the light turn green, music back up. Or you don't care, just music crank. You're like, nice,
I don't care.
I don't care, crank my music.
But it's LA, everybody's doing it.
Yeah, I know, right, exactly.
Like,
yeah. And if they're not an artist, yeah, they're just throwing pictures of themselves out the window. Speaking of LA and movies, Adriana wants to know, what's your next movie project?
Well, my movie Monte Carlo comes out July 1st.
What's that? Yeah, what's that about?
It's a romantic comedy.
Nice.
It's about 3 girls who go to Europe. They want to go away after they graduate, and I plan out this elaborate trip, and it ends up being horrible, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. And I also play another character who's a British heiress, and I decided to trade lives with her and get all this free stuff. And in the mix, we all fall in love and have our little storylines. It's
nice,
fun.
Nice. Is it in 3D?
No.
No, God, that'd be weird. Can you imagine like a normal movie like that in 3D? Oh, it's a purse coming towards my face.
I just saw Just Go With It. And that movie was so funny. But I mean, that could be good in 3D.
Yeah, right.
Me and Jennifer Aniston in a hula skirt, 3D.
I'm just happy Black Swan wasn't in 3D. Because no one needs to see that at all in 3D. That's just too personal. Yeah. People are looking at the dark side, right? What's your Karen Michelle, what's your biggest fear?
Losing my family.
Mm.
Definitely my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I had to travel with my stepdad, and I didn't travel with my mom. I normally travel with both of them. And she had to go to a seminar, so she's getting in today. And I literally landed at 1 in the morning, and I was like, I do not like traveling without my mom. I hate it. Because this is going to sound really morbid, and nobody else should have this mentality. But whenever I'm with my parents, I'm like, okay, if the plane crashes, at least we go together.
No, that's a lot of people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
And then when we go separate, I freak out. I'm like, wait. Why are they on a different plane? I hate it. I love traveling with my family, especially my mom. I miss her. It's been like a day.
Aww. Do you two shop together? Do you have that mom and daughter thing where you guys can do anything? You guys get food. You have like the best times you have right now with your mom, because
it's the best is when, and Brian, my stepdad, totally understands this. Sometimes I'll just go up to their bedroom and I'll just be like, Brian, can you sleep on the couch tonight? I want to sleep.
Do you knock first?
Well, I mean, the door's open. Our
dogs.
Our dogs
sure.
Oh,
goodness. Okay, all right.
What is the matter with you?
Making sure. I'm just making sure. When you were in school, what was your favorite subject? Karen Michelle's asking.
Favorite subject. I loved English.
I love how people out there would say English. English.
I was horrible at math.
Me too.
6 times 6.
What?
6 times 6. Go.
I wouldn't even know.
Oh, guys, 6 times 6. Selena, 8 times 8. Oh, okay. 9 times 9.
You know what I have to do? I literally, whenever I do tips and stuff, you have to double the tax. So for me, I sit there and I make sure I do it all right, and then I put it in the thing. And I spend so much time on it. Literally, by the time I'm done, when I'm with my girlfriends, they're like, seriously? I'm like, I want to get it right. I made it to algebra, and I was like, I'm done. I am done with this stuff. I hate math so much.
What would you have done had the entertainment thing not worked out? What do you think a career might have been? What other interests do you have outside of acting, performing?
I would have loved to have gone to culinary school.
Food?
Yeah, I would have loved to have learned how to be a chef.
What is your favorite style of food? Your favorite, what do you lean towards?
Anything.
Asian? Everything, really?
I love food.
Yeah, anything?
I love Chinese food, Italian, Mexican.
Everything. Yeah.
These are my girls on the side. Tell me the answers.
she has an earpiece in her ear of people telling her what to say. Oh, wow. So we just answered.
No, but this light is very distracting.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
We just answered Flen's question. Ironically enough, Flen just asked the very same question. So thank you, Flen. So I'm glad we were psychic and answered your question.
Can you tell me a good joke? No.
You don't have any cheesy, corny jokes? Like, anyone, one that, the dentist tells you before he drills in your ear, like, yeah, okay, let's make you laugh before we make you hurt. My dentist likes to do that. He'll tell me a joke before he's like, okay, ha, and then I'm like, ha! Your dentist doesn't do, okay, I guess all right, I'm going to shut up now. Oh, yeah, no, he'll try to crack me up. Okay, interesting. Wonder why they would ask this. Marie Selena fan, what is your favorite girl's name? I guess, name for a girl.
Oh, Ella.
Because of the Rihanna song, Umbrella, Ella, Ella. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. What? No?
My favorite singer is Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, wow. All right.
So that's why I love.
Do you find yourself listening to a lot of that stuff, different genres? Like you'll go back, like the songs that came out before you were born, just to get a different perspective on how music used to be back in the day?
Well, my mom used to cook like a lot whenever we were back in Texas, and she'd listen to like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and Etta James, and she'd listen to that style of music when she would cook with like a glass of wine. And I loved watching my mom cook, and it was very peaceful for me. So I kind of grew up listening to that kind of music.
How many times would she then yell at you for trying to drink some of the wine? You wouldn't do that. You would leave it there, right?
Know what she would do though? Because I mean, everybody wants to be like
adult, yeah.
Younger. Mm-hmm. She'd get a little glass and she'd put like what was that? Like apple juice, sparkling apple juice.
The Welch's, yeah.
And I'd pretend it was wine, and then I'd pretend I was drunk. I would. I was a little girl, and I was like, woo! Yeah. And my mom's like, really?
That's, wow.
I'm just opening up to you.
This is great, man. We've learned so much about you. That's so cool. That the point of being an adult, not only do you pretend you're drunk, you also pretend that you're acting drunk. Flailing hands, woo. So,
that's what I envisioned it being.
Because if you were around my house Friday night, that's what it was. So you're dead on. That's exactly what happened.
Oh goodness.
Let's go through chatting right now at Z100.com. Do you believe in ghosts? Says
yes,
Danielle.
I have a ghost in my house for sure.
Give me a story. What happened with the ghost?
There are 3 people that have seen it. My mom, my ex-boyfriend, and myself. And I swear to you, it's a good ghost, which makes me happy. But it is a girl ghost in a white dress.
Really? Mm-hmm. So she just got married?
No. I think it's a little girl.
Okay, so she just left church.
I have a dollhouse.
I'm trying to figure out why she was wearing the dress. I'm sorry. So okay, go ahead.
There's a dollhouse
above
my house. We live in this really nice Connecticut-style home in California.
Sure.
And it's like a creepy dollhouse that I guess the couple before us had children and they'd go up and play.
Oh, so it's like a full-on,
It's like full-on.
Oh,
like a garden, gnomes and stuff, and it's miniature. It's weird.
This already sounds scary.
And then it's lit like with these
this is
lights.
Just creepy. Yeah, okay.
And I pulled up one night with my parents. We get out of the car. We'd gone to dinner. And I see someone run by, and it was a girl in a white dress, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
So I made Brian, of course, go up there and check, and I was like, do you see anything? And he's like, no, stop it, nothing was there. Okay, so then 3 months go by. I'm sitting outside my house, and I'm sitting here having a conversation on the balcony with my ex-boyfriend, and we were talking and hanging out, and all of a sudden, he stops and he was like, oh my gosh. And I go, what? Don't do that. What? What happened? I automatically get freaked out. When people do that, they're like, oh, don't move.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do that. I don't do that very well. I'm very jumpy. And
Boo.
I'd never told him the story, ever. And we walked back in the house, and he goes, I just saw, like, a white figure in a dress walk past you.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So that was the second encounter. Then the third encounter was my mom. A few months after that, we were sitting in the house, and she heard something outside, so she made Brian, of course, go check it.
Poor Brian, man.
He's a man. He's
yeah, apparently, ghost hunter Brian.
So he goes out and he checks it, and my mom turns around and she sees on the little deck someone walk by in white, and she turns around and she goes, why is Brian running? And she turns around and Brian was right there.
Oh, man. Oh, ghosts are real.
But she's been nice, so thank you.
At least you don't wake up and she's like staring at you. That's the worst. Yeah, there are good ghosts and bad ghosts. I'm glad she's chill. You have a chill ghost in your house.
She's a homie now. For sure.
Oh, wow. Taylor, interesting. Taylor asked, do you remember anything about being on Barney?
Heck yeah.
He was big. He was purple. I was like 5.
He was cute.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you say you were crushing on Barney back in the day?
A little bit.
Really? Yeah.
His name was Carrie. And he was very muscular. I thought he was very cute.
Interesting. Things we didn't know. It's like that VH1 behind the music. Ghosts and Barney, Selena Gomez. What's your favorite candy, Ariel would like to know? I guess you want to purchase
Sour
your own.
Skittles.
What kind of Skittles?
Sour Skittles.
You know you're going to get 8 boxes sent to your house, and the ghost will eat all of them. You won't have any left. Like, you're going to walk up, a girl in a white dress. Good, yeah. Share the Skittles. Do you have a pet, a dog or something? Do you adopted?
I have 5 dogs.
You have rescue dogs, right?
I
you
have
adopted
5
rescue dogs.
Yeah.
Would you like to just briefly touch on how important it is to go and get rescue dogs in the shelters versus dog at the mall?
Not only is it important, it's such a good feeling. Because you know that they were obviously mistreated and they're scared. And then when you take them in and you kind of finally feel that they're comfortable with you, it's such a good feeling. As opposed to just going and getting it when it's a puppy, and which is nice too. I've done that before as well, but all of mine are now rescued.
Yeah, we did the same thing with our dog Rocky. Same thing. We got him when we were in
Texas.
Texas.
Rocky.
Yeah, nice Texas dog. When it snowed here for the first time, you want to see a dog freak out? Adopt a dog from Texas, bring it to New York, wait for it to snow a foot, go outside with him, and he's like, "I'm not going to the bathroom." That's what happens.
No, my dog is a definite diva. Her name is Fina, and she will not go outside if it's wet. She will refuse to tinkle in wet grass. She's a diva.
I have friends like that too. Yeah. Let's look here. We got a few minutes up in the. Please come to Ukraine. Okay, she'll book a flight right now. When are you coming to Italy? Tomorrow.
Oh, I wish I was going to Italy tomorrow. I've never been to Italy.
Never? Is it on your to-do list?
Yes.
Your travel list?
I feel like the reason why I haven't gone to Italy is because it's really romantic, and I'd feel like I'd be so alone. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, you're just one tweet away from companionship. Let's look right now as other things come in right now. What are your, oh, this is interesting too. Do you enjoy wearing comfy clothes or super dressy clothes?
Comfy.
Michelle's asking this question.
I love comfortable clothes, I really do.
Like we talking sweats? Yeah?
Yeah.
So when you're around the house, you're not like, everyone thinks too, like, man, when people have huge singing careers and they're like in the public eye, they're always dressed up, makeup to a T. In case someone comes to the door, the UPS guy, you got to look perfect because you're famous.
Oh my gosh. You
not
look
true.
at any paparazzi pictures of me, I'm probably like this.
I'm glad you brought that up. The one from the air.
Oh gosh.
The one, did you see? I don't know if you did. But I feel horrible when I see that. Okay, you're heading to New York. You were at LAX, I guess, yesterday.
Yeah.
I can tell you're a little bothered because the paparazzi took a picture of you, and you're just like getting out the car. Who's gonna look really graceful and like perfect when they're exiting a vehicle? And your hair, and I could tell it was windy in LA yesterday, and so the hair's kind of like that, and you're like, oh, I could tell on your face, you're like, oh man, not now.
No, it's not that it's not now because I don't care what if I'm in sweats. I'm at the airport. I don't care, but it's how quick they are. Like, I had no idea that they were there, and they came. I was like, where did you come from?
Do you hear it before you see it? Gee, oh man, really? Is it just like
it's just like it's a thump and click.
Oh.
It's like a, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
What would you rather have to deal with? Having 8 more ghosts in your house haunt you, or paparazzi?
8 more ghosts.
8 more ghosts over the paparazzi. The song is Who Says, unbelievable song. If you're having self-esteem issues, feeling like, you're just not having a good hair, makeup, life day, listen to the song.
Oh, but listen to what's your favorite